can smell excitement in the air for once.
There's excitement in the air. It's Portland Wrestling from the Portland Sports Arena. The house of action.
Now, here he is, your number one host, Frank Culbertson.
Hey, wrestling fans, thanks for joining us once again here on Portland Wrestling 2000s, where we're talking about the Don Owen era once again. Hey, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single moment of great Portland wrestling action. And what action we have for you tonight, and we're going to try to explain this. That's right. It's arm wrestling night. And to tell us everything there is to know about arm wrestling is Mr. Arm Wrestling himself, Mike Rodgers. Mike, great to have you here again.
Thanks. It's always fun to do shows.
Well, you know, before we start, we always like to look back and see what the culture was like at the time that we're looking at. And we're looking at April of 1990. So let's time travel real quickly and look and see what was going on in April of 1990. Popping out of manhole covers and breaking box office records were these guys. Oh, great. Now I want pizza. And Mike Rodgers' favorite turtle was Michelangelo. Hey, here's a fun fact. When Mike and I were creating this series of books, Mike originally wanted the titles to be this. Fortunately, I prevailed. Books available on Amazon. And reaching the top of the music charts was Nothing Compares to You by Sinead O'Connor, a song that won Billboard's World Best Song of the Year for 1990. And strangely enough, is the exact words my last date sarcastically uttered as she left my place. And in You Can't Make This Shit Up category, what were we watching on TV during this 3-week period of April 14th to the 28th, 1990? The Cosby Show and Roseanne, shows whose main stars are, well, you know. Yeah, you can't make this shit up. But now back to today. That's just great. You can't make that stuff up, as it says. Mike, your thoughts on 1990 there?
Oh, cowabunga.
I'm telling you, you don't know what I put up with just to do these shows with Mike Rodgers. Well, Mike, it's 1990. Wrestling in the U.S. is not doing very well. WWF has just come off of WrestleMania 6, where they did 67,000 or 64,000 up in Toronto. That was a good crowd. But otherwise, business was down. WCW, of course, not doing well. Most territories are gone. Mike, before we get to the arm wrestling, tell us about Portland wrestling in 1990.
You know, Grappler came in 1987, and the territory was starting to... There was talent in the territory. You had Brian Adams and Scott Norton, who we're going to see tonight. Beetlejuice was, Art Barr was, you know, paying his dues and developing into the talent that he was going to become. Scotty the Body was here a lot of times. Steve Dahl, the Bruise Brothers. There was a lot of talent, even though essentially the writing was on the wall as so many of the territories were folding. But I think it's an unheralded time in Portland. It's right before they folded, but yet, you know, you had talent that was homesteading and at the end of their career, and you had talent that's at the very beginning of their career that are really going to make a name for themselves.
And compare the first quarter of 1990 with Billy Jack Haynes and Rip Oliver, and Lager Rip Oliver, compared to the end when we had a few more of the very young guys coming in.
Yeah, that first part when Billy Jack was here and Oliver was here, and you had them teaming up, and then they started feuding. They broke up, and you had that whole feud about ready to play out with the roles reversed. Oliver was going to be the baby face, and Billy Jack was going to be the heel. And then it ended much too abruptly because that had a lot of run in it, and there was a very, very short time period where there was so much going on right there. And then, yeah, the towards the end of the year, it happens a lot where, you know, a talent leaves, maybe another talent at the same time leaves unexpectedly, or circumstances happen, and then your cards just aren't as compelling as they were, and it happens fast. You have youngsters filling up the spots that, some main eventers held before.
And also in 1990, the women returned to Portland wrestling, mostly because of probably thanks to Scotty the Body. And Scotty was completely different, but the women wrestling hadn't been here for a number of years.
And it's really interesting too, because um, these ladies, Ginger was just, a girlfriend, or he turned her into a valet. And um, if I remember right, it was Veronica Lake,
Correct.
who was actually Rex King's girlfriend or wife. And Veronica Lake was the heel, Ginger was the baby face. These ladies had no wrestling experience, and they drew a big house. People came to see these two.
And then Taylor Made Medina, who went on to some pretty good success in the WWF as Terri Powers.
And she had a great look about her. She was at the beginning of her career. But yeah, she had a great look, and um, I don't remember that she had a girl. Did she feud with anybody, or she was just around, maybe a valet?
Doing a lot of stuff up in the interviews where she was taking off her clothes, stripping down to what was allowed on television at the time. And in fact, let's take a quick look at her in the Fiesta Garden with Alma Drill and the Equalizer.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the thing you have been waiting for, the most beautiful woman in the world today. Baby, come on out here. Come on out here, baby. Star 90 is here. Taylor Made, are you ready, honey?
No.
No? You're not ready? Wait, hold on. Let me help her. No. Let me help her. No, get back. Get back. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Honey, what do you mean you're not ready?
Well, all week I've been getting cards about all these women that thought they were so gorgeous, and they had these beautiful physiques. And where are they? I'm the only one standing up here. So I guess I'll do it anyway. So all you men, you tell your fat old lady to take a hike. You put those brats to bed, and you get real close. No, a little closer. That's good. That's good. We're ready.
Are you ready, baby? Hit the music, boy! Woman. Baby, do it! This is the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life. I can't stand this baby. Oh, look. Get back, get back. No more. We got to get out of this, brother. No more, baby. No more. Don't show them anymore. We got to get out of this. Let's go home. Let's get out. No.
So we're back to arm wrestling, which is Mike Rodgers' specialty. No one knows more about arm wrestling than him, seriously. So But there's a history before we get to what we're going to watch tonight. There's really a history of arm wrestling in Portland, isn't there?
Well, we came up with a few instances, and arm wrestling is just a really good extra thing. You know, when you struggle week after week on the limited talent that you have, arm wrestling is just something a little bit different, a little bit unique, that they can come up with, you know, to help as a special attraction. And we scoured to see what history of arm wrestling, and we came up with Jimmy Snuka versus Kurt Von Steiger, and that was a little bit different because they put candles alongside their arms. So theoretically, the loser was going to get their arms burned on the candle. So that lent a sadistic aspect of it that had to appeal to fans.
And in that particular one, I'm old enough to remember that watching it on television. And as Snuka is about to take Von Steiger's hand down and put it over the candle, he reaches his other hand. Von Steiger reaches the other hand, grabs the other candle, and throws the hot wax on Jimmy Snuka. And as a kid, I was horrified that Jimmy Snuka was blinded, was hurt, was burnt. Von Steiger's a great gimmick doing that arm wrestling. And then we know that thanks to Kirby Strom, we have this picture, and it's Jesse Ventura against Jimmy Snuka in arm wrestling, but without the candles.
And those two would have matched up very well, you know, legitimately in an arm wrestling contest. That really would have been, you know, it wouldn't have been too hard to figure out who would win between Jimmy Snuka and Kurt Von Steiger. But Jesse Ventura and Jimmy Snuka would have been an even match, seemingly. And we know that picture that Kirby came up with was not in Portland. But I feel like they also had some arm wrestling matches in Portland as well. So, and it very well may have played out around the territory.
So let's start about talking about the people involved in this first part of the arm wrestling that we're going to be looking at. So let's start with tell the people about Al Madrill.
I watched this section, and I love what we're going to see so much because of the just randomness of the group that you have in Portland at that particular time and the people in the ring during this angle. So you have Al Madrill, who's kind of like the MC of the whole thing, and which is a perfect role for him. He can be snarky, he can be funny, he can be that role that he'd carved out for himself. You have Scott Norton, who is there because this is his gimmick. He was a world's championship arm wrestler. At this point, he hasn't wrestled in Portland. He has had some other matches, I believe, in the AWA, not very many, but a few. You have Brian Adams, who will become a talent, you know, as one of the Demolition in WWE. A big guy. He is a formidable challenge for Scott Norton. You have the Grappler, who's backing Brian Adams as their heels. So Grappler has his role. And then at the very end of the angle, you have Art Barr coming in to kind of console and calm down Scott Norton. And I love that where for a moment Scott Norton just thinks he's another bad guy that's coming in, and Scott Norton's ready to take Art Barr out, Beetlejuice out, and he has to explain that he's on his side. But when you think of those five wrestlers, you know, Madrill at the end of his career, Grappler towards the end of his career, Norton and Adams and Art Barr at the beginning of their career. It's such a mishmash of talent. And when you think about those five guys, think of the money that they all drew together. That's, just for the small size of the Portland territory to have that collection of talent is really pretty amazing.
Well, so, and I'm going to throw one more name at you that you talked about guys early in their career standing behind the table when we're going to watch this first arm wrestling is the Equalizer.
Oh,
And,
that's right.
and Equalizer, he had his first career match, like 3 months earlier. Had been trained by Grappler, but he went on to some really phenomenal success for his character, being Dave Sullivan or Evod Sullivan. But here he was just really brand new to the business.
Yeah, exactly. And he's another name. He's not remembered in the annals of the history of wrestling as being a great wrestler, but he did make his mark and, got in some high profile matches. Also, in one of the other clips, we were seeing Scotty the Body, Raven, another one who was in the area and catapulted to amazing success.
Interesting you mentioned Grappler with for people who think of Portland wrestling when Grappler first got here wearing a mask. Here he's already lost his mask and he's now wearing face paint. And you mentioned Scott Norton, that he had a few matches in the AEW. He'd been in the business a year, and in a year, 15 matches. 9 of them involved Wayne Bloom or the Wrecking Crew with Mike Enos. So really limited for Scott. And truthfully, you can see some of that limitation come in at the end. And we'll talk about his outfit in just a little bit, because I know and I'm not going to make him stand up, because Mike has on the exact same pants Scott Norton is wearing later on that we're going to see here. He calls them his cowabunga pants. I don't know.
Believe me, I had my pair of Zubaz that I proudly wore.
I did not. So the first part, and we're going to show the first part of this arm wrestling, and it's Scotty the Body is going to take on anybody from the audience, and one of them is Ray the Bodyguard, which later had a relationship as a bodyguard working with Piper, and another guy who I'm totally unfamiliar with. But then somebody else shows up, and we'll talk about him in just a minute. Let's go to that first arm wrestling match.
Hey, baby, it's Fiesta Garden time right now, baby. Now, I want a little different treat tonight. What you people might not have known is this man here is a former arm wrestling champion, and he's got $100. $100. $100. Not 50, but $100 right here. To arm wrestle. Where's the guy that said he was going to arm wrestle you, boy?
Some schlemiel. He just started yelling out of the audience. Some fan of mine probably just wants to shake my hand, but I tell you, but he challenged me, so here's the $100. Come on, buddy, Mr. Nobody, whoever you are, let's get it on.
So come on, whoever's the guy out there, come back here right now to the ring, and let's see. $100. Can you imagine our wrestling Scotty for $100? Never happened, baby. Come on, just hurry on down here, Mr. Muscles. Show him that body, Scotty. Show him what the Scotty the Body looks like, baby. Let's see. Let me see. Whoa, no. Now that's what you call some arms, baby. What bicepials? You want to arm wrestle Scotty the Body?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, boy. Take this jacket off. Take this jacket off. Let's see them bicepials you got there. Go ahead. Nice arms, guy. You're doing any buggy whipping? I love it. Well, just for some reason, let's say that won't be possible, but let's say you beat Scotty the Body, okay? What do you want to do with that $100?
I think I'll take my kids to go down to Disneyland.
Take a couple of your kids down to Disneyland. And I say, you ain't going nowhere. What do you think, Scotty? Well, I love it. Well, let's get the table, Ray, and let's get this set up, because I want to see this. Arm wrestling. This way. There you go. Now, excuse me, sir. Have you ever done this before? No? Good. All right. Sit down. Now, I know you're an intelligent man, but when I say ready, set, go, you okay? Then you go.
Hey, Mick. Now we're playing by the Marquis of Queensberry arm wrestling rules, so make sure you don't deviate.
That's right, or cheat. You people just be quiet now. All right. Ready?
Hey, check his palms, Al.
Okay, they're okay. Little sweaty, but they're okay. Okay. You ready? Hey, don't be cheating, boy. What's the matter with you? Disneyland. All right. Ready? Set, go. Up. Oh, got him. Oh, over. And the winner, Scotty the Body. What do you think, Scotty?
You know, Al, I've taken a lot of opponents on, but by far, I must say that this was the easiest so far.
What do you think? There might be anybody else around here, Scotty? Look at the arms on that man, huh? That's unbelievable arms.
Hey, keep the noise down. What are they cheering about, Al?
Hey! Roddy Piper! Woo! Roddy Piper!
Wait a minute. Al, what? Wait, what? Wasn't he in the movie? He was in there. Hey, Bub, listen. Hey, keep the noise to a minimum. Now listen, Bub. Didn't I see you in that movie? Aren't you the star of Ernest Goes to Jail?
Hey, amigo. You big movie star, big time. What are you hurting for $100?
No, I just love Disneyland.
Look at those arms. Look at... Hey!
Now, I hope there's not going to be any violence, Mr. Piper, because I'm not a violent man. I'm just here to arm wrestle.
You got anything to say, or are you going to get down and do it, boy? Scotty, don't worry, Bubba. It'll be over in a second. It'll be over in a second. You people be quiet out there. Come on, Scotty, you can do it, Bubba. I know you can do it. Ready? Hey. Don't worry. You can beat him, Scotty. I seen the way you train, Bubba. Go ahead. All right. Ready? Set. Go! Come on, Scotty! Go, Scotty! Come on, Scotty! Go, baby! Go! You got him, Scotty! You got him! Go! Ow! Come on, baby! Show him the body! Come on! You're finished, Piper! You're a has-been! Oh, no! What are you doing? I'll take that. What are you doing? He's giving people money for... Hey! That's Scotty's money! What are you doing, Piper? He's giving money away. He's got money. I can't believe it. What do you think, big man? Oh, you think you're bad, huh? Well, you ain't that tough. Come here, Bubba.
Just a doggone minute, Hot Rod. Hey, who said there's gonna be an arm wrestling tournament and the Tower of Power here wasn't invited, Daddy? You may have took advantage of Scotty the Body. Hey, why don't you just get your little backside up here and take me on, Daddy? In fact, I still got $1,000 of my hard-earned money that goes out to anybody who wants to take on these pythons right here, baby. Take a look.
All right, boss. You heard it, $1,000 for anybody that will arm wrestle him. We're gone, baby. Bye-bye. You see how Piper took off right away?
That's right. Roddy Piper, fresh off of WrestleMania 6 on April 1st, must be recuperating here in Portland because he doesn't wrestle again in the WWF until the 21st. Roddy looked completely different than the Roddy Piper that we've shown in some of the episodes here on Portland Wrestling. Mike, but Roddy, always a star here in Portland.
Oh, all he has to do is just show up and talk, and he's got the crowd, so excited. He has that charisma. And it's always special when he drops in on Portland.
And he had just been feuding with Rick Rude, was going to go on to a 6-month deal with Randy Savage that was phenomenal, and then after that with Kurt Hennig. So his path was really clear, but he had been at WrestleMania 6 where he got a lot of heat for, this as he wrestled Bad News in the match. So he was taking a little bit of time maybe to cool off a little bit before he came back. One of those times in history where we look back and we go, how could they do that? But it was a different time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it just was. It was a different time. One of the things, I'll tell a quick story. As I was looking through the research for Hawaii, Lonnie Main was wrestling Bearcat Wright. And if Lonnie lost, he was to be painted black. And I don't remember the stipulation if Bearcat lost, what if he had something. But Lonnie lost and was painted black, and that was another time removed from where we're talking about Piper in WrestleMania 6.
Oh, and I love that Piper wins. He beats Scotty the Body, and he takes the $100, the big prize of $100, and he tries to give some to the Equalizer, who fumbles it and drops it. Madrill bends right down and picks it up, puts it in his pocket, and says, "Yeah, I'll take that." Just perfect. I would want to mention a lot of people don't remember Al Madrill from when he first came into the Northwest. He was a high-flying, baby-face, thin guy. He didn't take on that "I hate kids don't get in free" stuff, the Rose Garden or the Fiesta Garden until later. He was actually the NWA Tag Team Champion with Pepper Gomez, San Francisco version in 1977. And the NWA Junior Heavyweight Champion in 1978. So we remember him as this goofy guy who hates kids, but he could really wrestle.
Oh, he really could wrestle. And that NWA Junior Heavyweight Champion, that was really a prolific title. And when he was here in the early 70s, he had that underdog baby face. He teamed up with Sabu, Manny Cruz, who's better known as Jose Gonzalez, his early time here. And they, won the tag team championships in an incredible upset because they were strictly preliminary wrestlers at the time. But you could see Madrill, even back then, had so much potential. And, he had a long career because he knew what he had to do to change his style as he got older. He literally became, just a heat machine with his interviews and his insulting of the kids in the territory and had the gimmick where Portland would always have kids in free. And, he the later years of his career just masked that anger at that gimmick.
Yeah. He also won the Pacific Northwest television title, which very few people won. I think like 4 or 5. It ran for a few years. They disbanded the title at the end of this year because it just was a title that they had given Scotty the Body, just kind of guys to give them. They weren't going to win the heavyweight championship at the time. Although Scotty at one point was a double champion, a TV title and a Northwest title. I hadn't remembered that till I was doing some research on it. So Scotty was really over in Portland at this time. He was different than anything Portland had ever seen.
Oh yeah, he's he was so quick, and he had such a good rapport with Don Koss. Don Koss was the straight man, and Scotty just laid in the zingers and the humor, and they played off each other so well.
Yeah. So the next week after Scotty has lost to Roddy Piper, the arm wrestling is continuing, and you would think that maybe Scotty, because he had the heat from losing and being upset with Piper, would be involved in the next arm wrestling. But no, they bring up Big Brian Adams for an interview, and let's go to that interview.
Well, I don't know if we're going to talk about pro wrestling or arm wrestling with Brian Adams.
You have a clip or something you got to play, Don Koss? I heard about it. That's why I'm up here. Do you got a clip or something? Yes or no?
Well, yes. First, you obviously don't know what we're going to be showing because you've been making a lot of noise over the past few weeks about arm wrestling and about challenging people to arm wrestling contests. Isn't that right?
You got that right. With arms like these, wouldn't you?
Well, with arms like those and a body like you've got, last week you made that challenge. Well, we do have a special tape. We want to show what happened when you issued that challenge and it was met by one Roddy Piper. Watch this. Watch this.
Hey, amigo, you big movie star, big time. What are you hurting for $100?
No, I just love Disneyland.
Look at those arms. Look at...
Now, I hope there's not going to be any violence, Mr. Piper, because I'm not a violent man. I'm just here to arm wrestle.
You got anything to say, or you going to get down and do it, boy? Scotty, don't worry, Bubba. It'll be over in a second. It'll be over in a second. You people, be quiet out there. Come on, Scotty, you can do it, Bubba. I know you can do it. Ready? Hey, 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 hey! Don't worry, you can beat him, Scotty. I seen the way you train, Bubba. Go ahead. All right. Ready? Set? Go! Come on, Scotty! Come on, Scotty! Go, 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 Scotty! Come on, Scotty! Go, baby, go, go, go! You got him, Scotty, you got him! Go, 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 go! Ow! Come on, baby! Show him the body! Come on! You're finished, Piper! You're a has-been, but... Oh, no! Oh, no! What are you doing? I'll take that. What are you doing? He's giving people money for... Hey! That's Scotty's money! What are you doing, Piper? He's giving money away. He's got money. I can't believe it. What do you think, big man? Oh, you think you're bad, huh? Well, you ain't that tough. Come here, Bubba.
Just a doggone minute, Hot Rod. Hey, who said there was going to be an arm wrestling tournament and the Tower of Power here wasn't invited, Daddy? You may have took advantage of Scotty the Body. Hey! Why don't you just get your little backside up here and take me on, Daddy? In fact, I still got $1,000 of my hard-earned money that goes out to anybody who wants to take on these pythons right here, baby. Take a look.
All right, boss. You heard it, $1,000 for anybody that will arm wrestle him. We're gone, baby. Bye-bye. You see how Piper took off right away?
Oh, what about that, Brian? Huh? What happened there? And the money was strewn all over the all over the building.
Yeah, what happened there was Roddy Piper put his tail between his legs and left. And I issued a challenge to anybody out there in the arm wrestling world, professional wrestling world, to take me on anytime, anywhere. And the challenge is still on for anybody.
Well, now what happens, Brian, if Roddy Piper shows up in the building again and takes the money again and starts throwing it out again? I mean, how much of this are you going to take?
Well, first of all, if Roddy Piper shows up in the building and arm wrestles me, I'll guarantee you I'll break his arm. Simple as that.
Well, I don't... That'll be very interesting to see you and Roddy in a match, because Roddy certainly took care of Scotty the Body last Saturday night, and everybody felt that Scotty was kind of arm wrestling for you.
Well, Scotty issued the challenge to these morons out here. Roddy Piper launched a surprise attack upon him. That's another story. The bottom line right here, I'm the #1 arm wrestler, and nobody's accepted my challenge.
Well, now, wait a minute. Now, wait, just hold on a second. Does the name Scott Flash Norton mean anything to you?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
You recognize him as being the world arm wrestling champion, isn't that right?
Not only is he the world arm wrestling champion, but he too has been ducking me just like everybody else, Don Cobb.
Well, we have a little surprise for you, Brian Adams. He has accepted your challenge, and we have a special tape right now from Scott Flash Norton. Show this one. Now watch this. Now watch it.
First off, I'd like to say hi to all the great wrestling fans of Portland, Oregon. The other day I was talking with Ken Patera. He said there's a professional wrestler, a big boy named Brian Adams, shooting his mouth off. I said, Ken, that's up to you. You're the professional wrestler. You take care of that. He says, no, he's talking arm wrestling. And I said, well, that concerns me. You see, Brian Adams, I heard you're putting out this big challenge. Well, my name is Scott Flash Norton. I'm 360 pounds, 6'3". And I have won every major arm wrestling title you could possibly win. National titles, world titles, international titles, you name it, I've won them. April 28th, Saturday night, 8 o'clock. I'm taking your challenge, brother, and I'm going to be there. And you're going to find out why they call me Flash, and I won the World Arm Wrestling Championships. We'll see you there, brother.
All right, everyone has seen it now. Scott Flash Norton, the world arm wrestling champion, has accepted your challenge for next Saturday night.
Okay, beautiful, great. Because I want everybody to know Brian Adams is on a mission of destruction right now. I'm primed, I'm pumped up, and I'm ready to go. First of all, I'm going to win the Northwest Heavyweight belt. Then tomorrow night in Umatilla, me and my partner, the Grappler, are going to take the tag team titles from the Juicers. As for you, Scott Norton, just take a look, Daddy. The only reason why you're not the world champion is because you haven't wrestled me yet. We'll get it on next week, and we'll see who the best is.
All right, that remains to be seen next Saturday night. And we're going out to the ring for more of our tournament.
Well, I'm not sure what I can say about that Scott Norton interview. Those were some blonde hair and with what he would eventually become as Scott Flash Norton in Portland, that wasn't a very good look, was it, Mike?
Well, yeah, he was as green as could be. And I had a chance to interview Scott Norton, and he told one of the funniest stories in one of his first matches. He was wrestling Al Madrill, and Madrill called for a hip toss, and Norton didn't hear him correctly and thought he said a clothesline. And Madrill came over and got ready for a hip toss, and Madrill had started the jump, and Norton hit him with the clothesline, and he went down, and Madrill was quite salty about what had just happened, and he told Norton to pin him immediately from that clothesline, and Norton kind of whispered, well, the match just started. And Madrill says, I don't care. Pin me. I will never wrestle you again. So that just really tells the story of both guys. Norton being as green as he possibly could be, and Madrill being old and grumpy and upset that he's in the ring with Norton, who is as green as can be.
As our friend Jim Cornette would say, green as a pepper tree. And that interview, great segue there, Mike, is available in Excitement in the Air right here, where you can get it on Amazon. Be sure to buy that book because it's filled with great interviews Mike did for over 30 years of Ring Around the Northwest. All 3 volumes are terrific, from old-time guys like Stan Stasiak, Dutch Savage, to new guys like Dr. Luther. It was a great book. Everybody should buy that on Amazon. Put it on your Christmas list. Buy it now. So this takes us to the very next week, where Norton comes in, his very first time here. He's going to wrestle Adams in an arm wrestling match. And Mike, of course, it's Katie Bar the Door. Let's go to that arm wrestling contest.
Throw it out there to Al Madrill.
World Arm Wrestling Champion, right?
You're damn right I am, baby, and I'm gonna show you right now.
Brian,
You watch this guy, looks like a cheater to me. Who's this guy? What's he doing out here?
this is his personal manager and trainer. Just don't worry about it. Well, Brian, now that you see your competition here, what do you think?
I just got one thing to say. The only reason he is world champion is he hasn't got, I guess, a Tower of Power, baby.
Ow! I love it. So now I'm going to say, ready, go, and then Brian beat him. Okay. Now you people cheer for Brian. Now let's hear it for Brian out there.
All right, here we go. We're getting.
Check his hand, he's got grease or oil or something in his paw.
What's the matter with you, boy? Where you had that hand at? All right.
Are you gonna make sure this thing's fair and square, baby?
I'll make sure this is fair and square because everybody knows I don't cheat. So let's get down and do it right.
Oh,
I got a feeling
we got
the
problems
reason why
now.
he's the world champion is because he cheats.
He has to be.
Put him up, let's go.
Be quiet. Ready? Go!
oh, baby.
He let go.
What's the matter with you? What'd you let go for?
He didn't let go. He just pinned him.
Don't do that again or you'll be disqualified. Don't let go.
I think you ought to raise my hand because he let go. I had him beaten. He let go.
Well, I'll tell you what, Brian. Brian, let's do it one more time. Let's do it one more time, boss. If he does it again, I'll raise your hand as a champion. Now, you people, be quiet.
Boy, look at Norton. He's all business. Boy, he's got his wrestling face on out there, arm wrestling.
He's okay. He's okay. Ready? Go! Hey!
Hey, what's... Come on, that's not fair.
You people saw him pull that hand out. Yeah. Right now, to me, Brian is the winner. You're the winner,
Oh,
boss.
come
Let's go
on,
home.
come on. Take...
Oh, you people didn't think it was fair, huh?
No.
I suppose you want them to do it one more time, right?
I think they should
I
check...
just beat him fair and square twice. Both times he let go. I'm the winner.
All right.
I think they should check Brian Adams' hands. He got some grease in there or what? Boy, Norton is
Brian,
hot.
these people say they want to see it one more time. One more time, right?
Boy, they are yelling. We got people on their feet. Yeah, you bet they want to see it one more time. They want to see it done fairly and squarely.
All right, all right. Ready? Come on, Brian. Come on, Brian. You got it, baby.
All right, here we go.
Go, Brian, go. Come on, Brian. Let me see them big pythons. Brian,
Oh, man, look
Brian.
at him.
He's cheating, Brian.
He's going to get him.
Brian.
He's going to get him.
Shut up.
Norton's going to get him.
He's cheating.
He's...
Brian, he's cheating. Come on.
Oh, come on. Hey, what is this? What is
I
this?
love it. I love it. I love it, Ray.
Wouldn't you know?
I don't even want to watch.
Wouldn't you know the wrecking crew, of course, has got to do this.
Beat him to a pulp, guys.
Oh.
I love it.
This is ridiculous. This is absolutely asinine. Let's get some security people in here or something. And there goes Adams up on the top rope. All right, look at Norton. Oh, Norton laid it on Adams. Norton is, well, I tell you, he is a powerhouse out there. Now, he's not a professional wrestler. He's an arm wrestler. But, boy, I'd love to see him go at Brian Adams right now. And he's calling him on it, too. He said, come on. Oh, there's a right hand. Oh, baby. Look at these two giants going at each other. Oh, across the chest, another one across. And that one had an effect on Adams. Right in the head, no effect. Right in the head. Woo, baby. Plenty of effect. And Adams is out of there in the grappler called.
That's what I love the match. And what do they do? They tell me, they throw powder in my face. Who's this grappler guy? I want you in the ring. I'll fight you anywhere, anytime.
Norton.
You want to go?
Here comes Beetlejuice. No, he's okay. Oh, man.
Who's that?
No, that's Beetlejuice.
Hey, I'm Beetlejuice, man.
How are you?
Hey, guess what, man? You want to fight? Hey, I didn't know you were a fighter. I thought you were a damn arm wrestler.
I'll take on Brian Adams in this ring, anytime, anywhere, next week, tonight, anytime.
Listen, you can't just come in here and want to fight.
I want to fight.
Hey, I see that, man. You want to fight? I'll take care of you, and I'll get you a match with Brian Adams, and you can kick that you-know-what out of him.
That's a deal, brother. I want Adams right here.
He's back with Brian Adams. Oh, baby. Look at that.
I mean, the grappler there, as I mentioned earlier, with face paint, and he's really just kind of trying to keep it going, and he pulls his hand away twice, supposedly, and Al Madril's egging him on. But I can't get past Norton's pants. I understand most wrestlers had those pants back then.
Yeah, absolutely. And it becomes so clear as Adams and Norton are punching each other. They're both just so green, but sometimes when it's bad, it just becomes good.
Oh, and surprisingly, in a wrestling gimmick that they could have put in there, Norton wasn't blinded by the powder. Because Portland had seen that a number of times in the past, or go back to JYD being blinded. Some Monsool powder could have been used there, further the gimmick, but they didn't. And then chaos would happen in the coming weeks. And Billy Jack Haynes is about to feud with Larry Oliver, who's, as you mentioned, one of the young guys that's going to get a push here. And of course, Rip is there. And you mentioned Billy Jack earlier, so I want to say that in our next show, we're going to do the Billy Jack heel turn. Let's take a preview.
Billy Jack Haynes is up here right now. I can't believe what I'm seeing out there. Billy, you were victimized, but it wasn't by Larry Oliver. You were attacking the wrong man out there.
Shut up!
Hey, Bill, what's the matter with you?
Shut up after 8 years. Just shut up. Everybody shut up. You see what Oliver's son's got in him, really? He's got Oliver blood. He hit me from behind with that daggone garbage can. Don't tell me he didn't.
He did not, Billy.
Shut up. You just shut your mouth right now.
What's the matter with you?
Just shut up and hold the mic. Go ahead, look at me. Go ahead. Get carried out of here, punk, like you did to me several times. How does it feel? I'm looking at you right now. Everybody in this stinking state, shut up. For 8 years. For 8 years I wore Oregon on my tights. All over the world. When I was down, I wore Oregon. But where were you people when I was down 2 years ago? Nowhere. When I was down, you didn't give a damn, did you? Nobody did. See this Oregon? You can stick this Oregon right up your... That's all I care. Shut up, I said. Shut up. I am sick and tired of saying shut up. You see this? You see this? You see where it says Oregon? For 8 years, man, I had a gym in Oregon City. You didn't come, you fat pigs. You didn't support it because you're all out of shape. Every daggone one of you is out of shape. When I was down, needed some money, you never were there. Including you, cuss. And everybody else. Go ahead, Oliver. Your little kid wants to play with the big boys. Well, I'm the big boys.
Now you know what it feels like to go out in a stretcher, don't you? I got 3 words to say to this state. Everybody out there, you're supposed to support me. Yeah, stick it up your butt too, punk. All you little juicers, you like midget wrestling, huh? I got 3 words to say for Oliver's. I'm taking you out. I should have a long time ago. And 3 words for the state of Oregon. Kiss my...
Billy, what's wrong with this guy?
So that's coming up soon right here on the Portland Wrestling 2000's YouTube channel. Hey, be sure to like and subscribe. We remind you all the time because you don't want to miss a moment of great Portland wrestling action, whether it's the Portland wrestling that I did in the early 2000s or Don Owens. It's great wrestling action and a lot of fun. So subscribe and like it. Mike, final thoughts on this arm wrestling business?
Well, arm wrestling, it worked because you had guys like Jimmy Snuka and Jesse Ventura, Scott Norton. It wouldn't have worked if you would have had Len Shelley versus Bobby Nichols. It would have been great, but it just probably wouldn't be the draw that Snuka and Ventura were.
For those that don't know, Mike loves the scientific wrestlers. He didn't throw in Eric Froehlich's name, but absolutely could have. And maybe a arm wrestling with Skin the Cat thrown in there.
Oh, absolutely.
And fans, we want to announce that Mike and I are both very excited to announce a new series of, we call them mini podcast, to give you even more Portland wrestling action. And we're always busy. We don't have a lot of time. There's a lot of great podcasts out there, but twice a week, you give us 4 to 5 minutes and we'll give you a fast-paced, exciting bit of Portland wrestling history on the new One Match Wonders podcast, available now on our YouTube channel. And there's new episodes every Tuesday and Friday. So be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a moment of One Match Wonders. We start off with a great first episode with Dr. Jerry Graham coming through Portland. And Dennis Condrey. So you want to learn about them? In 4 minutes, we'll fill up your day. Get a cup of coffee, sit down. Mike, it's a great show, isn't it?
It's a lot of fun, yeah. And you get a chance to see those guys that were only here for one match, whatever the reasons were, or and I think things like that are quite interesting.
And you can listen to another podcast like John McAdams' Stick to Wrestling. They're always 1 hour long. You put us on after that. That's 4 minutes. So it's like an AEW show with the run on. So it's all good. Fans, we want to thank you for joining us here on this episode of Portland Wrestling 2000s. Again, subscribe and like and listen to One Match Wonders on our YouTube channel. As we say, that's wrestling the way it should be.